Welcome to Scented Pages. Hello. Welcome back to my channel, baby. I finally got around to doing this video. It's been so much. I had to, first I wanted to do it outside, and I wanted to wait until it, wasn't so hot out, and then I wanted to, finish my hair, and it was just a whole lot, and I got busy over the weekend, but I'm here, and I'm wearing a giant flower top for you today. I tried to spruce it up. She's awful lopsided, but honey, whatevs. I got my books from the book thing, and then I've got my library books from the other day. But first, of course, let me do the perfume and get that out of the way. I'm just doing a simple little body spray today, something easy. Fruity sherbet scoop. It's just a Bath and Body Works scent. Its fragrance notes are rainbow sherbet, zesty orange, sun-kissed strawberries, and it smells like Fruity Pebbles. It smells like creamy Fruity Pebbles. It smells so good, and it's exactly what I want my flower to smell like. So then also I have a couple of little bookish little things that I got that I wanted to show you. So show you that, and then I'm drinking a little wine cooler. So I'm gonna use this to put my drink on. So the first thing that I wanted to show you all. Okay, no, I'll do this first. I got my first little tote bag from Barnes and Nobles. I wanted this tote bag for so long, and I finally got it. It says a bag of books. It's such a nice quality, and I love this color, this like rustic type tan brown type color. That's really cute, and I love how nice and sturdy it is. It's got nice inside flaps. I also got this really pretty bookmark. We went to Barnes and Noble the other day after we went to dinner, and I got this really pretty bookmark. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's like good quality. It's like metal. Yeah. So I got that, and then last but not least, what I wanted to show you is my newest gizmo gadget. This cup. All of my friends have been like, Keisha, why? Because I like it. It's my speaker cup. I can just put your tea or your coffee or whatever it is that you're drinking in it and listen to my audiobooks right from my cup. I love it. Oh my goodness. It's by Vibe, and it's just called a Vibe speaker cup. I've got tea in it right now. But I've been listening to my audiobooks on it, and it's been so much fun. And you can it unscrews, so you can charge it up, wash your cup, blah, blah, blah. And then when you're ready to use it, just screw it back in. Oh, that is so cute. I love it. So put that to the side so we can get into these books. Let me see. So the books that I got from the book thing, that's this pile. I got all together, I think like 20 books from the book thing that day. But I didn't want to share them all because some of them are like personal books, like personal development books. Some of them are just, fluff and stuff books that, I really don't need to show. So I got the most important ones that I want to share with you, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I got my whole library haul down here that I never did get around to showing. So let me see. I think I'm going to start off with the library books because that's the most of them. Let me see how many books is the library haul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books for the library. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 14 books altogether we're going to look at. So I'm going to do my library ones first. So the first library book that I got is The Minders by John Marrs. Now, I like him. I have read quite a few of his novels. So when I saw a physical, I thought that mainly he was just like a internet author, you know, somebody that you just, that I can really like listen to whatnot on Audible. But I have listened to by him The One, which was good. What else? A Stranger in Her House by him. And there was a couple more John Marrs books, but this one somebody said was a prequel, was a good prequel to The One and The Passengers. So I really want to get into this before I listen to The Passengers by him. So, The Minders by John Marrs, it says, in the 21st century, information is king, but computers can be hacked and files can be broken into. So a unique government initiative has been born. 5 ordinary people have been selected to become minders. I can't even hardly see. Hold on, let me go get my glasses. Okay. Now we cook with grease. Got my glasses, and I'm just going to start again from the Minders blurb. It says, in the 21st century, information is king, but computers can be hacked and files can be broken into. So a unique government initiative has been born. 5 ordinary people have been selected to become minders. Transformed by a revolutionary medical procedure, they are the latest weapon in thwarting cyber terrorism. The country's most classified information has been taken offline and turned into genetic code implanted inside their heads. Together, the 5 know every secret, the truth behind every government lie, conspiracy theory, and cover-up. In return, they're given the chance to leave their problems behind and a blank slate to start their lives anew. But not everyone should be trusted, especially when they each have secrets of their own they'll do anything to protect. I put the library books over here. So, The Minders, we'll see. I might end up, not finishing it. Depends on how juicy it gets. And honestly, most of his books are pretty spot on, like pretty chef's kiss. So we'll see. Then I have, and I've already DNF'd this book, 100 Years of Solitude. Just wasn't my feel. And like I said, I'm over reading books just because I've started them or just because I have them. Now, this one, My Other Husband by Dorothy Comson. She escaped him once. Can she do it again? It says, Cleo Forsum is a best-selling novelist turned scriptwriter whose TV series, The Baking Detective, is a huge success. Except now she has decided to walk away from it all and wants to divorce her husband Wallace. But what is she really running from? As Cleo drafts the final ever episodes of the series, people she knows start getting hurt. It soon becomes clear that someone is trying to frame her for murder. She thinks she knows why, but Cleo can't tell the police or prove her innocence, because then she'd have to confess about her other husband. Honey, not the other husband. Not gotta confess about your other husband. Why would you want more than one? Dead Girls Walking. It says, a brilliant tale that begins with the mounting tension of slow burn terror. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, here we go. It says, Temple Baker knows that evil runs in her blood. Her father is the North Point Killer, an infamous serial killer known for branding his victims. He was the talk of countless true crime blogs for years. Some say he was possessed by a demon. Some say they never found all his victims. Some say that even though he's now behind bars, people are still dying in the woods. Despite everything, Temple never believed that her dad killed her mom. But when he confesses to the crime while on death row, she has no choice but to return to his old hunting grounds and try to find the body to prove it. Turns out, the farm that was once her family's home has been turned into an overnight camp for queer, horror-obsessed girls. So Temple poses as a camp counselor to go digging in the woods. She tries her best to fit in and keep her true identity hidden. Then a girl turns up dead in the woods, and Temple fears that one of her father's fans, quote unquote fans, might be mimicking his crimes. As she tries to uncover the truth and keep the campers safe, she realizes that there may be something stranger and more sinister at work, and that her father may not have been the only monster in these woods. Go over that one. That's personal one. Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Farida. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have to show you her name because I don't even want to butcher her. Farida Abike Ayamade. But look at that cover. That cover is gorgeous. Oh, my God. Beautiful. Where Sleeping Girls Lie. It says Sade Hussein is starting her third year of high school, this time at the prestigious Alfred Nobel Academy boarding school, after being homeschooled. Misfortune has been a constant companion throughout her life, but even Sade doesn't expect her new roommate, Elizabeth, to disappear after Sade's first night, or for people to think that she had something to do with it. With rumors swirling around her, Sade catches the attention of the girls collectively known as the Unholy Trinity, and they bring her into their fold. Between learning more about them, especially Persephone, who Sade is inexplicitly drawn to. Not that's her name. Wait a minute. What is her name? Wait a minute. What is Persephone? Is that how you pronounce this? Persephone. Honey, that's a name for you. These daggone authors be thinking of some names. Okay, especially Persephone, who Sade is inexplicably drawn to and playing catch up in class. Sade already has so much on her plate, but when it seems people don't care enough about what happens to Elizabeth, it's up to her and Elizabeth's best friend Baz to investigate. And then a student is found dead. As Sade and Baz keep trying to figure out what's going on, Sade realizes there's more to Alfred Nobel Academy and its students than she thought. Secrets lurk around every corner and beneath every surface. Secrets that rival even her own. This sounds good. This is kind of giving dark academia kind of vibes, and I'm here for it. I can't wait to get into it. But that name, what is it, Persephone? That's funny. I'm coming up on the last couple of books here. Oh, and I've got a Donald Goins books. I like him. He is an old vintage author that he kind of pioneered like the urban fiction hood books genre. So it says this is Black Gangster by Donald Goins. Machiavelli was my tutor. Donald Goins, my father figure. Tupac Shakur. I heard that. It says, trapped in a jail for a petty crime, Prince hatches a scheme from his cell to make it big. Once Ruby, the only woman worthy of his brutal ambition, joins him on the outside, they take down Detroit one hustle at a time. Dealers, pimps, police, and politicians, in the blink of an eye, the hood is theirs. Now, the only thing certain is the cold, hard truth of the streets, because with enemies waiting behind every corner, there's only one way to stay on top of the world. Whatever that means. It's like, no. I guess it's going to be a whole bunch of foolishness. I can't wait to get into it, though, because I read what was the other book by him I read? I read one book by him a long time ago called, I don't remember, something about a girl. The black girl lost or something like that. And it was really good and I really liked it. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting into that one. Then, my last of the library books, oh, These Things Linger. I actually started this. I'm on like page 81 of this book. I haven't, like, this week, starting tonight, I'm going to devote myself to reading this book. I'm actually enjoying it. It's set in Maryland, not Baltimore, but Maryland, like in way out county of Maryland. So that drew me to it. But I'm liking the way that it is reading so far. I'm enjoying it. It says, when Alex Wilson's estranged uncle unexpectedly dies, Alex realizes that he would do just about anything to make peace with the man who had raised him on as his own. He'd even reach out to the dead. But things more dangerous than ghosts haunt his uncle's broken down trailer in the nearly abandoned one gas station town of Fair Hill, just beyond. Things that can devour the living and the dead alike, and are all too ready to answer his call. Some parts of our past never really leave us. There are things that don't know how to die. These Things Linger. Dan Franklin's supernatural thriller novel, These Things Linger, is a twisting and unforgiving tale of desperation, depression, heritage, and other hungry, vicious things. For somebody that don't like too much paranormal stuff, I'm always reading something about a ghost or a haunting or reaching out to the dead or something. It's not that I don't like it. It's just, like I said, unbelievable most of the time. But this is good. I'm into this. And then too, I read one more book this week by Simone St. James. I listened to the Book of Cold Cases by her, which had some paranormal, supernatural like elements to it, but it wasn't overwhelming. Like the whole story didn't boil down to a ghost or something like that. It just had like creepy kind of haunted house, what's going on kind of vibes to it. It was cute. It wasn't too stupid. It was believable. I really liked that book. But yeah, so that was it for the library haul. Now for my, oh wait a minute, I got one more book. Oh no. And then I got this little library book from the library too. I won't read the blurb with this one, but it's Good Vibes, Good Life. How Self-Love is the Key to Unlocking Your Greatness. Love it. Just a little personal book. It's beautiful outside. Then, now for the books that I got from the book thing. Like I said, I didn't keep all of them. A lot of them I'm giving away, or I'm just, like not interested in. Some of them I just already have put away, and I just personal books or whatever that I'm gonna keep for myself. So let me see. I was gonna try to divide it up between the fiction and nonfiction, but I only have one nonfiction book. So I guess we'll start off with I'll end with the one nonfiction book. We'll start off with the fiction. So I have The Edible Woman by Margaret Atwood. I've heard of her, and when I saw it for free at the book thing, I said, well, let me give her a try. And it's not too long of a book. It says, ever since her engagement, the strangest thing has been happening to Marion McAlpin. She can eat. First meat, then eggs, vegetables, cake, pumpkin seeds, everything. Worse yet, she has the crazy feeling that she's being eaten. She really ought to feel consumed with passion, but she just feels consumed. Ooh, I wonder what's going on. Wanna know? Then I have a Kimberly Lawson Robbie book. Kimberly Lawson Robbie, I read her. She actually is one of the authors that got me started on my whole little reading, growing up reading and stuff. She's really good. I Got a Deep Dark Secret. It says on the outside, 12-year-old Jillian Maxwell is the perfect child. She is helpful with chores around the house, gets straight A's in school, has plans for college, and stays out of trouble. She seems to have everything a girl could want: a beautiful new home, an adoring little sister, a mother who cares about her, and an attentive stepfather. But inside, Jillian harbors a terrible secret. Too frightened to tell anybody, convinced that her friends and loved ones, especially her mother, won't understand and worse, will blame her. Jillian endures her pain in silence, believing that things will get better. However, as time passes and her dilemma intensifies, the bright, hardworking girl becomes sullen and disinterested in her studies. Then, just when it seems she's on the verge of losing everything, Jillian discovers she has more strength than she ever imagined and the power to change her fate. With sensitivity and grace, Kimberly Lawson Robbie addresses a very real and serious issue while delivering the inspiring tale of one family's mission to shed light into the darkest corner of their lives. Can't wait. Can't wait to see what's going on with the little girl. Then I have The Professional by Robert P. Booker. I like books that are titled like this. Like they seem to me to be like the best thrillers. Like a lot of Frida McFadden books are just The Coworker or just The Boyfriend, The Gift, stuff like that. That usually they are so good. So when I saw The Professional, I grabbed it up. It says a knock on Spencer's office door can mean only one thing: a new case. This time, the visitor is a local lawyer with an interesting story. Elizabeth Shaw specializes in wills and trusts at the Boston law firm of Shaw and Cartwright. And over the years, she's developed a friendship with wives of very wealthy men. These rich wives have a shared secret. They've all had an affair with a man named Gary Eisen with hold on, what is this? They have all had an affair with a man named Gary Eisenhower, and now he's blackmailing them for money. Honey, I can't seem to talk today. Shaw hires Spencer to make Eisenhower cease and desist, so to speak. But when women start turning up dead, Spencer's case goes from blackmail to murder. As matters become more complicated, Spencer's longtime love, Susan, begins offering input in the case, analyzing Gary's behavior patterns in hopes of opening a new avenue of investigation. It turns out that not all of Gary's women are rich. So if he's not using them for blackmail, then what is his purpose? Spencer switches tactics to focus on the husbands, only to find that innocence and guilt may be two sides of the same coin. With its eloquently spare prose and some of the most supporting characters to grace the printed page, The Professional is further proof that there's hardly an author in the crime novel business like Parker. That sounds like it's going to be good too. Then I got Son of the Shadows. This is like a fantasy book. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, it says, not all the brothers... Wait, no. It says, Beautiful Sorcha. I started from the wrong spot. It says, Beautiful Sorcha is the courageous young woman who risks all to save her family from a wicked curse and whose love shattered generations of hate and bridged two cultures. It is from her sacrifice that Sorcha's brothers were brought home to their ancestral fortress, Seven Waters, and her life has known much joy. But not all the brothers were able to fully escape the spell that transformed them into swans, and it is left to Sorcha's daughter, Liaden, to help fulfill the destiny of the Seven Waters clan. Beloved child and dutiful daughter, Liaden embarks on a journey that shows her just how hard-won was the peace that she has known all her life. Liaden will need all of her courage to help save her family, for there are dark forces and ancient powers conspiring to destroy this family's peace and their world. and she will need all of their strength to stand up to those she loves best. For in the finding of her own true love, Liaden's course may doom them all or be their salvation. Hey. Then the last fiction book that I got is The Legend of Lacey Black. Look at that cover. Beautiful. I thought it was so cute. It was so eye-catching. Then I have The Discovery of a Wrecked Plane, The Disappearance of a Fabulous Diamond, The Mystery of a Missing Hollywood Star. After half a century, Lacey Black is once again making headlines. It was said that she was every man's fantasy and every woman's ideal. Like a dazzling comet in the night sky, she had burst upon an adoring public, appearing from nowhere to light up the darkened theaters of Hollywood's golden age. Her blonde beauty won her instant acclaim, but her aura of vulnerability and sadness made her unforgettable. And even as the world heaped her with its praise, behind the scenes, 3 men vied for her heart. This is her story, the tragedy, the triumph, the legacy of Lacey Black. So cute. Then, the only non-fiction book that I got is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I read this book before, and I'm really, really excited to have it, to own it. I didn't have it in my library, so I'm super, super happy about this. It says, to make the journey into the power of now, we will need to leave our analytical mind and its false creative self, the ego, behind. From the very first page of this extraordinary book, we move rapidly into a significantly higher altitude where we breathe a lighter air. We become connected to the indestructible essence of our being, the eternal, ever-present one life beyond the myriad forms of life that are subject to birth and death. Although the journey is challenging, Eckhart Tolle uses simple language in an easy question and answer format to guide us. A word-of-mouth phenomenon since its first publication, The Power of Now is one of those rare books with the power to create an experience in readers, one that can radically change their lives for the better. I liked this book the first time I read it, and I was happy to have it again, to see it. So that's it for as my little book haul from the book thing and from the library. Like I said, this week I read, and I'm not gonna, I don't do a video on every book that I read, but I did do the Book of Cold Cases, which was really good. And I started the last Ethic book. I got like 3 hours into that. I will make a ending video for that one. Let me see what else. I think that's it. I don't think I have any more reading news to share. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead on and wrap this up, and I will see you all next time. See you.